This podcast is sponsored by Blace Candles, handmade in New York, established 2020. The beauty of a handmade candle, the art of a wax melt, and the production of a podcast is the work of Blace Candles, in addition to the new Blace Mail, the flagship newsletter of the company. Blace Mail is a free and interactive newsletter that delivers featured written articles, updates on the company and its collections, and a subscriber-exclusive $5 reward that can be applied on all items site-wide and even stacks onto sales, just like the ongoing seasonal sale. Subscribe today to Blace Mail for free, only on blazecandles.us. Blace Podcast. Blace Podcast. Blace. Hello everyone, it's Caleb Sapp, CEO and founder of Blace Candles, and welcome to the second episode of the second season of the Blace Podcast. Yes, we are back for another episode, the second episode, and if you haven't already checked it out, another special thing besides the second episode of Blace Candles dropped today at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, February 10th. That is the second drop of the Blace smells. Yes, the new fragrance Citrus is a star that will have your comfort space smelling like a fresh lemon and orange Tropicana delight. It's now available on blazecandles.us, and you can also shop on the first drop Lavender Vanilla, all nice, cool, calm, and collected, now available on blazecandles.us. So, if you haven't seen the title already, today we're going to be talking all about the Blace melts, wax melts in general, and the whole procedure around them. So, if you don't know what wax melts are, I do have a lovely description on blazecandles.us that features the textbook definition of a wax melt. So, let's just get into it. Wax melts are pieces of scented wax that are meant to be placed in a wax melter, which helps the pieces melt and spread their select scent alike to candles. Wax melts are preferred by candle lovers that live in flameless environments or prefer a space without a flame to worry about. Wax melters are generally 10 to 15 on a basic level, while extravagant wax melters can run up to $35. Now, if you haven't seen those little wax melts on social media, well, I can't say little because some people make it into food, some people make it into inanimate objects. I've seen things crazy as crab legs, seafood boils as wax melts, but I can assure you that Blace melts are just classic, nice little cubes, and we're really going to get into wax melts today. So wax melters, you can get them from Amazon, Target, the huge, but really if you want a nice electric coil wax melter, which the girls on TikTok use for the big wax melts, you can always go onto the specific wax melter companies. I heard those are good and they will really get the job done, but usually you can just stick with a nice tea light warmer and they'll burn the Blace melts as good as the nice ones for $35, but $10 to $15, really good. Plus, the Blace melts are $12 retail price, and we'll get into it in today's Blace report, but subscribers of the new Blace Mail newsletter receive a $5 off reward that they can use on the entire website, so definitely subscribe there. And let's get back to it with the process of making wax melts. It's a very interesting and fun process, and like I said in the last episode, it's really alike to the process in a bakery, like just mixing and pouring into the molds, watching them set. And we're really going to get into just the ingredients, the supplies you really need to make wax melts. Very accessible to make, I feel, because there's a double boiler method where you can use a bowl, conventional, hold it over a boiling water pot, and really just add in your soy wax. Some people prefer beeswax, very natural option, just like the soy wax. And you can also use evil paraffin, but definitely get your wax, leave it in the double boiler, mix in your preferred fragrance, and of course at Blace Candles we use the premium fragrances. Best luxurious fragrances here. So you mix that in and you choose your mold, and if you want to go like the TikTokers and make food with your wax melts, then that's fine. But most people go with the classics like squares, hearts, and chocolate bars, which is what we use at Blace Candles. Now, the next step is to let them set in those molds. So you pour them out and you let them set for about an hour. You'll see them become nice and firm. And that's when you want to pop them out those molds, cut them up if they come in a chocolate bar, which put them in your bags. And we put our Blace melts in nice resealable bags, which keep the scents locked in. And make sure y'all will just pop those bags right open. You'll be greeted with the same scent you got them 2 weeks ago. And if we're talking about duration of things, Blace melts can melt up to 6 to 8 hours in a wax melt. Yes, 6 to 8 hours. While your candle, burn it for just 4 hours because we do not like house fires. We do not like house fires. Definitely do not burn your candle for more than 4 hours. But in a wax melter, Blace melts can melt up to 6 to 8 hours. And especially with our premium fragrances, like the new one just dropped today, Citrus. Oh my gosh, it'll be the best thing to happen to your wax melter. Definitely get your wax melter, get your Blace melt. It's really an art to make a Blace melt or a wax melt in general, because when you mix in additives like flower petals and your premium fragrances, it really turns your comfort space in whatever you want it to be. Scent in your comfort space is so important. Like I said last season, making your comfort space smell good will contribute to so many things. If you're studying, if you're being productive, pop in your Blace melt in your wax melter and you'll just be all set. And that's why I stress the Blace melts so much, because not only are they accessible in flameless environments, they smell good, they do the same job as the candles, if not longer and better. Yes, I make sure to add all the fragrance oil that I can to make y'all's comfort spaces smell as great as they can. While we're on the topic of smelling great as they can, let's get into the 6 fragrances on sale right now on blacecandles.us of the Blace Melts by Blace Candles. First up, we have the Lavender Eucalyptus Wax Melts that paved the way with its lavender flowers mixed in with the beautiful and calming eucalyptus oil. Yes, that's eucalyptus essential oil mixed in those Blace Melts, yes. And with the second drop ever of the Blace Melts, we have the Birthday Wax Melts, which are just like the birthday candle mixed in with real rainbow sprinkles for that little festive touch. The third drop in the first batch of Blace Melts was Clean Linen. Smells like a fresh load of laundry. We love clean linen. And for the final drop of the first batch of Blace Melts, we did have Sandalwood, which was just like the iconic candle. Nice, soapy, clean, and amazing. But not gonna lie, the first batch of Blace Melts do have competition with the second batch, because the first drop, Lavender Vanilla, you guys love that already. Like, Lavender Vanilla really is like the Lavender Eucalyptus Blace Melts and candle, but with a nice, calming, and sweet vanilla touch. So we do love Lavender Vanilla. And now it's not lonely, because we have the second drop dropping today, Citrus, mixed with Orange Zest, that will really fill your comfort space with that nice, clean, disinfectant wipe, Tropicana delight. It will really have your room smelling clean, very tropical. We do love citrus. So yes, definitely shop up on the second batch, first batch, and the Blace Melts in its entirety on blacecandles.us. So I think it's the perfect time to transition over to myself in today's Blace Report. Didn't you just love the seasonal scents that dominated the fall and holiday seasons of 2022? Well, now they're on sale. Shop the seasonal sale going on right now on blacecandles.us and get the 30% off prices while they last. Get the bestseller of the fall collection, Pumpkin Spice, now for $9.40 plus shipping, as well as Candy Cane Candle of the holiday collection for the same price. Shop the seasonal sale only on blacecandles.us. And you haven't heard already, subscribers of the new Blace Mail newsletter receive a $5 off any purchase that you can use with the seasonal sale prices. Do the math, and that's a deal. Subscribe today and shop today, only on blacecandles.us. That's blacecandles.us. So we talked about the art of making the wax melts, plus the supplies and ingredients you'll need to make wax melts. But really, once you got the wax melts going in your wax melter for 4 to 8, even 12 hours, you have to clean it, of course. You gotta refresh it with more Blace melts and wax melts, of course. But cleaning the wax melter is so simple. Really, all you need is a cotton pad or ball. You swish it around in the remainder of your poured out wax melter dish, and you like to run it under soap and water just to really get the leftover fragrance out and the leftover wax out for a nice new fresh replacement of Blace melts / wax melts. And really, the wax melter in itself, if you really have a nice one like a speaker, it really does the same job as the candles. I can't stress it enough. Even better, because they last longer, no risk of a fire. We do love the no fire risk. And they can melt forever. I mean, come on, 8 to 12 hours, 6 to 8 hours. I mean, that's a long time for a Blace melt, especially when they're kept in the resealable plastic bags that'll lock in the scent for a long, long time. The Blace melts are just all around, head to toe, fantastic, flameless alternatives to the Blace candles. And really, what they'll provide to your comfort space with the lavender vanilla, really cool, calm, and collected, but there's also a variety of scents coming out and that already exist. Citrus will just light up your comfort space with a nice, clean scent. But really, I talked about this last season, I remember, but the importance of a comfort space smelling good can do so much if you're studying, if you're trying to be productive. I've heard from customers that they really pop in the clean linen wax melts after they do a fresh load of laundry to really drive home that scent of a nice, clean, and collected room. With the new additions of Blace melts, lavender, vanilla, and citrus, I think those two really handle their own little business in your comfort space that'll really light it up and brighten it up, and will do a lot just for some wax melts. You'll really see the difference popping them in your wax melter. With Blace candles, you smell a lot of different beautiful scents. You also see nice and beautiful sales. Yes, just like I said in the Blace report, the seasonal sale has the candles from the fall and holiday collections now for just $9.40 plus shipping. And really, those fall and holiday scents, that's pumpkin spice, apple pie, sweet jasmine, and pumpkin pie, along with the candy cane candle. And those 5 candles really did it justice during their time, and now they're kind of out of season, so now we're gonna bring down a little price. And subscribers of the Blace Mail, like I said in the Blace report, get a $5 off reward that they can use on all items site-wide and stacks on the seasonal sale items. So definitely shop up there. And while we're on the topic of new, you know I have to take every episode of the Blace Podcast Season 2 this month to reveal the next week's drop of the second batch. So the third drop, the Valentine's Day drop that is dropping next week, February 17th at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, is Honeysuckle. Yes, get your honey, the Honeysuckle Blace melts by Blace Candles. Sweet and iconic flower. You'll have your room smelling beautiful, nice flower, clean scents for your honey on Valentine's Day. And you know self-love is the best love. Get the Honeysuckle Blace melts for yourself and treat yourself like your own honey. And what is better self-love than getting the best wax melts possible, which is the Blace melts by Blace Candles, now available on blacecandles.us. And I think that is a beautiful way to end today's episode of the Blace Podcast Season 2, Wax Melts and Candles. Thank you so much for joining me today. Make sure to follow us on social media on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, Facebook at Blace Candles, BLACECANDLES, and make sure to subscribe to us, the Blace Podcast, on YouTube. That's at BLACEPODCAST. Make sure to shop on blacecandles.us, the seasonal sale, 30% off fall and holiday candles. And make sure to stay up to date with featured articles, updates about the company and its collections, and the subscriber exclusive $5 reward when you sign up to the Blace Mail newsletter, only on blacecandles.us. Don't forget to leave a comment under today's episode to be featured on the next episode of the Blace Podcast. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I will see you all in the next episode. See you later.